There's no medical issues, no pre-existing medical condition. My foot is actually perfectly back to normal. Took only one night of compression socks, and my foot is fine. I received what I consider one of the most excruciating calls of my life.
Sabrina was one of the BBNaija season 10/10 housemates. In fact, she was the eighth person to get into the house. Like, she was the eighth person to be introduced by Ebuka into the house. And not quite long ago, Sabrina was taken out of the house. According to her, she has taken a voluntary exit, according to what was said in the house, due to her health issues. And now again, she's online doing a live session on IG, explaining to the public what actually happened, and she's not coming back again to the show. Like, that is so disheartening. People are calling out the production, calling out Big Brother for being unfair to Sabrina, while some other persons are still saying that maybe she failed one of the rules or regulations of the show, which is why they are not letting her back into the house. If you are new to the channel, you are welcome. Please do well to subscribe, turn on your post notification, give this video a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comment section. Sabrina was let out of the house because she was having some water retention on her feet. Her legs were swelling up, and it was not just her. Zita as well was complaining of the same thing, but it looks as though Sabrina's own was worse because she was having lots of conversation with Faith, who is a doctor in the house, complaining about some things and not able to eat some food. She was still on meds while in the house because Big Brother was giving her some antibiotics according to the conversations they were having in the house, but she was not able to to eat some things, and some things was not really good for her, the AC conditions and something, so they had to take her out of the house for medical attention. She was telling the house, some minutes when she gathered a few of her friends, telling them that she's leaving the house on a voluntary exit because of her health. And some persons were, hoping that Sabrina might come back to the show when she's well and fit again, just for her to go on live on IG to explain to the public that she's fine, that the medical condition that she has been treated, and even the doctor told her that she has nothing, that nothing was wrong with her feet, and it just took one night making use of a compressor socks for her feet to go down, and she was cleared. Nothing, all the diagnosis that was done, the scan, everything, nothing was found in her body, and she was fit. According to Sabrina, she said she stayed out of social media, stayed out of watching TV, stayed out of communication with anyone, access to her phone, because she was willing to keep to those things so that after she can be able to come back to the house and continue with her game. And she also mentioned that the hospital where she went to was recommended by Big Brother. So why then was she not let back into the house? If she obeyed and followed all these rules and regulations, and didn't go out to start socializing and relating with people, why then was she not allowed into the house? Except if there are things that went on, things that happened that she's not yet telling us. But Sabrina is really hot. I'm feeling bad that her game was just cut short like that, just because she had water retention on her legs and was complaining of some things, being taken out from the house to get a medical attention. That was how the game was over for her. She has as well thanked the production for giving her the opportunity to participate, and the few days she spent there, she's really really appreciative of it, but she would have been more appreciative and more thankful if they allowed her back into the house. Now the debates going on online, or the conversation, people are saying, why would Big Brother do that to Sabrina? Why would they not want to call her back into the house? The same thing almost happened to to some other housemates. They mentioned one time, and people had to storm their offices and all the rest, and these persons were led back into the house. So what really happened between Sabrina and the production? She went against any of their rules and regulations. The hospital that she went to, she mentioned that it was recommended to her, and not just that she was the one that that chose the hospital, and she didn't communicate with anyone. So what could have gone wrong? What could Sabrina have done for them not to let her back into the house? Why some people are still calling for production to allow her, forgive her, and let her back into the house to continue her game? At least they would have just brought her back as a fake housemaid, or just bring her in, let her not compete for the money, let her just stay in the house till she is evicted, and not just take her out like that. But then it is what it is. The production, the game, the reality TV show, their rules and regulation. Or maybe Sabrina might have broken one of the rules without knowing, and then it's not falling back at her. But whatever it is, wishing her all the best from here. Some persons were also disqualified, some persons were evicted from the house. They didn't even stay to the end of the show, and they're making waves and doing things. So all the best to Sabrina. What's your thoughts, about this disqualification and this information that Sabrina is revealing to the public? Share with me in the comment section. If you've watched the very end, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and share. See you on the very next video.